This is a real behind the scenes of what I look like, what I feel like after 24 hours of 30 minutes of sleep. Ritika, she's my wonderful intern. I don't know what to say right now. I feel like this is why it's probably not a good thing for patient quality of care to have residents who are sleep deprived and running off of no sleep to take care of the patients. But you know, we managed. Thank the Lord, the prayers worked. Now there's about 3 inches of snow outside. So, all right, good night, Ritika.
Good
15
night.
minutes till sign out. All right, and she brought her warm blanket. Let me see what this is about. Show me.
It's just really warm. It makes everything worth it.
This made you happy?
Yes.
All right, so tips and tricks for interns in the future.
It is.
For
Get
24-hour
yourself
shifts.
electric blanket.
Absolutely. Okay, signing out, everybody. We really had high hopes of bringing you along with our 24-hour shift, but this is the reality. All right, thanks for watching today's Vlogmas. Not much happened other than, well, you weren't able to see all that happened, craziness, but time to go to sleep, probably for the rest of the day. Bye. Welcome back. So after sleeping for 3 hours after that 24-hour shift, which I will tell you more about. This is going to be all about that post-call day. So it's now Sunday. I woke up to maybe 3 inches of snow. Okay, maybe 2 plus or minus outside. I'm in the mood for some fun Christmas music, and then I'm going to do a little bit of some more decorating. I'm looking forward to every single overnight shift this coming week. I'm on for, I think, 7 days total, but I think that 24-hour shift, the perspective I have is now I know I can survive double what I'll be doing every night. And I'll explain a little bit more, but I read somewhere online that when you're a resident and you come off of a 24-hour shift, it's important to try to still get some sunshine, some vitamin D during the day. So though I would have loved to have slept more, my body's not allowing me to, and plus I mean, I don't really want to be too off schedule. I got up, made some tea. Joel made me some breakfast this morning when I did first get back here because I still had a little bit of work to do. There were a few notes that needed to make sure to be signed over to the attending, which they take over. See, the residents, we do the notes, and then the attending supervising physician, that's who signs the note, but they can also sometimes edit and whatnot, the note. So that had to be in by a certain time. Then I went to bed and woke up, like I said, to this snowy winter Christmas soon. Woo! Let me show you the gel clings I have for the windows. Buenos dias. This is Vlogmas. I don't know the number. These are the extreme measures that one goes through to go and get Dunkin' Donuts because I want the holiday cup. So I'm going to go grab some coffee because the Dunkin' has a very adorable holiday cup that's limited edition. Just so you know, I'm on all nights this week, starting out with that 24, more like 27-hour shift that I was on yesterday. I know I didn't tell you much about it, but what I can say is that I had the most number of patients I discharged. I have the highest number of patients I admitted. And just to give you sort of a context of what that means, since I'm now a second year and I'm considered a senior in residency, that means I have to basically know about every single patient that is admitted to our general pediatrics floor department, which we had maxed out the number of beds for patients. So I had nurses calling me all night long. I have a work phone, and so they call the resident doctor on there for any questions they might have or any orders I may need to place for patients, like Tylenol or maybe a medication or IV fluids that are going to expire. So I had a bit of a hard time with the fact that it was a very high volume of patients, and then it's also just the start and peak of respiratory season. At least 80%, if not 90% of all the patients I worked with had influenza, and so I knew that respiratory wise, some of them were a little bit more of a watcher for my patients. So I think the most interesting case was a patient from the moment I got there didn't seem to be doing well at all. We ended up transferring the patient to the PICU, to the pediatric ICU, and I'm interested to see how this patient's doing tonight when I come back. So I'll be there all of this week, and then on the weekend, Friday overnight into Saturday, and then Sunday for 12-hour shift. And then my vacation starts a week from this Wednesday, which is Christmas Eve. Can't wait to see my family and, well, my parents, my siblings. Joel and I are both super, super excited and counting down the hours. So when patients are admitted, that means that I either have to go down to the emergency room and see them myself so that I can submit some admission orders via our electronic medical record. So it's an online portal, and only, of course, doctors have the access to submitting these orders. So the attending supervisor will call me and say, hey, Maritza, I have an admission. This is the age. This is the reason they're being admitted. Go and see them. Or they'll say, wait until they get to the floor. So what that means is they come to our department, and thankfully, because we had such a high level of volume of patients, my supervisor was like, forget it, just wait until they come here. And so in the meantime, I of course had to work on documentation. And it's true, when I don't know if you've ever heard a doctor say that the documenting is a big part of our career, and that's true. And what that means is for every single thing that we do, every single day that I take care of a patient on the inpatient side, which means they are staying in the hospital, there must be a document that goes through every aspect of their care, because of course it's a legal document. So it's very important to learn how to become very good at the documenting, and that I think is a big part of what residency is all about. And what I can say is that I'm so grateful that God gave me the strength and the confidence to pull through, because I think at maybe the 12-hour mark, I was feeling so, I won't say defeated. I just felt so, my body was so tired of running around up until maybe 4 a.m. From 8 a.m. until 4 a.m. the next day. So almost at the 24-hour mark, I felt like I was going to collapse. I hadn't had a break longer than maybe 5 minutes. And my intern, I sent her to the call room to sleep for an hour. I said, just go lay down. I'll stay here, and I'll let you know if I need your help. But it was really a wild shift, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be challenged and to have learned some things I wouldn't have learned otherwise. It's true. I think that this is such a time to learn as much as I can before I decide where I will be in the world of pediatrics. All right, we're almost to my coffee spot. I have tried Starbucks and their holiday limited edition coffee for this year. I've tried Paris Baguette. I've tried, I think, Dunkin'. I've tried at least another coffee. I don't know, but for whatever reason, this year for Christmas, it was my own little goal and Christmas wish to try as many of the holiday limited edition coffees. And so this is my first time trying the Dunkin' one. Let's see how it is. Actually, no. Now I remembered. For Thanksgiving Day, I had their cookie butter latte, and it was definitely a 10 out of 10. It was a cold iced coffee, so today I'm going to grab a hot coffee. Let's see. that cup I wanted. I actually got the hot pink one, which is so cute. It's like a donut reading a book to other baby donuts with earmuffs and their mittens. So cute. I wish I could have shown you guys every single step of making this soup so that you could have seen all the issues I encountered. First of all, I don't even have chicken stock or broth, so I had to improvise and use beef broth. Then I don't have half and half, so I decided that this will just be good enough without cream. I'm interested to have Joel taste it and see what he thinks later for lunch or for dinner. All right, amigos. Well, this shift so far, I should say, not that shift, but this shift is underway. Definitely not feeling like the 24-hour shift, but let's keep praying. I'm here with my co-resident, my wonderful intern. There she is, and we're twinning. How is this possible? Yeah. It's our first night working together, and she and I are both wearing the same color and brand of scrubs. And no, this is not sponsored by Fabletics. They should though. All right, so we are going to try to catch a nap for a little bit. Our patients are doing okay so far. And it's been an eventful evening, but signing out for now. I'll see you mañana. Buenas noches. All right, amigos, welcome back. So I am back to my night 4 of 5. I was able to catch some good sleep this morning and then took a nap after going grocery shopping, as you guys saw. So I basically got a few staples because we are going on vacation in 1 week officially, so got a few staples that we needed. And since I'll be working through Sunday into Monday, I figured why not make that happen today. I do feel more tired than before though, and so pray for us that we won't get any admissions. I'm here with Nancy. I want you guys to get to meet her. She's been amazing. She's my intern this week from a residency program as well, and I want to show you how sweet she is, what she brought me as a gift.
Hey, senior.
Hey, Nancy.
Hi.
Thanks for my gift. Let's show them what it is. Her own home-baked chocolate chip espresso cookies. Needless to say, I definitely should probably have one now so that I can boost my caffeine intake before the night officially begins.